Hello, my name is Catherine Simon, and regarding the MChat screening tool, my participants were a family of a mother, a father, and their son who just turned 3 years old. Their 3-year-old is typically developing, and their parents were able to sit with me while I was able to also observe the child, and we did the MChat screening tool together. One of the things that I noticed with the child was very happy, loved playing with toys, loved make-believe, loved climbing all over mom and dad. And the parents were very open to this, seeing that they have been through other screenings that I will get into in a few minutes. While screening the child, he was very receptive to me, very open to me. This isn't the first time that I have met him before. It's a close family friend, so we have been in contact and have a good relationship as it is. But doing the MChat screening tool, the child scored at low risk in the 0 to 2 range. He did get a yes on number 2. Have you ever wondered if your child might be deaf? Regarding this, the child who is 3 has a very difficult time with his blends when speaking. He has a hard time with ST blends, FT, and S blends. Instead of saying like star, it comes out as SAR. Instead of saying snake, it comes out as nake. He gets rid of the S. So for a brief moment of time, mom and dad did think that the son might be deaf or was hearing impaired. And they met up with their pediatrician frequently about this, and through meeting with the pediatrician, they were like, if you understand 15 to 20 words, that you understand him, then he's fine, he's right on track. But after 6 months and it wasn't getting no progression was being seen, mom was concerned, so she went back again, went for a different consult, and met with a speech therapist, and they diagnosed the child with a severe speech articulation disorder. I guess it's very common in toddler boys, and they could have this disorder up to age 5, but they caught it very late age 2, early age 3 for this child. And because of this, he now receives speech therapy 3 times a week through his preschool. And he also gets homework that mom and dad work with him at home, where he has to sit and point to common vocabulary and sight words that have a lot of those blends that he's having a hard time getting out. So regarding number 2, mom said that she had wondered in the past that the child was deaf, but she no longer is concerned with his hearing, knowing that it is a disorder that he is working on with his speech therapist and his parents at home. Something that I learned about this chart was it's very brief and very easy to follow. The parents enjoyed working with me doing this. It wasn't difficult. We weren't confused. If we needed to refer back to a flow chart, we referred back to the flow chart. But very simple, very easy, and very useful. One thing that I would improve with the screening process in the future would be, I definitely would suggest another follow-up. With this particular child, maybe not as necessary, but with other children, the follow-up would be useful, but I think maybe as a different format. I understand that it is a more in-depth follow-up, but I do believe that maybe it could be more of a hands-on, more observational piece, and a more tag team with the parents, the child, the screener, and maybe a pediatrician or another professional. To me, the portions of the screening tool that seemed irrelevant, I thought they were all very relevant. I thought the questions made sense. I thought that everything that mom and I and dad and I talked about, it all flowed very nicely. It was relevant to the child that I was observing, was relevant at the task that I was given to my hand. And I didn't have any problems. The only problem I could have was I was working with mom and dad while observing the child, and the child seemed a little bit distracted by mom and dad seemed a little distracted by the child. But that's typical for a toddler, so I wasn't too concerned about that. So other than learning about the child's severe speech articulation disorder and learning how to use the screening tool, I thought this was a very successful observation, a very successful screening. And I thought that this went well, and I would absolutely do it again. Thank you.